Shalom, shalom. First off, any of all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Akakadash. Yahweh being the true name of Heavenly Father, Yahushai being named for His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ. Honor you, double honors to our apostles, double honors to our elders, a great millstone, attached to truth and will well, and salutations to you, hopeful like pushing this truth and honesty, sincerity. This is Brother Yawasop, coaching a lesson to the spirit power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. And this lesson is going to be an update on the mark of the beast through the spirit. We've been doing lessons on what's to come in 2026, and I want to do an update of how far we have come towards this prophecy being ultimately finished, which that finishing of this prophecy of the Revelation 13 and 16 is that he causeth all. Okay, so they're going to enforce laws to try to cause everyone to have to get it in order to function in society. But the Lord's chosen, his elect, will remain steadfast to their faith of listening to the instructions of the Lord to not go take this technology. Okay, which it is the MOTB. That stands for the mark of the beast. Okay, we're going to use some acronyms here as well to try to keep the lesson smoothly as possible so many people can be edified where, nobody will have issues with it. Okay, so we'll refer to this tech found in Revelation 13 and 16 as the MOTB moving forward. And anytime you see me reading scriptures where you see the English word mark, M.A.R.K, we'll refer to that from the Greek translation, which means charagma, okay? Which means the bite of a snake or to get a device underneath the skin. All right, so I'm going to play a couple video clips that really just sum it up of what you can expect, how far we've come, and where it's headed in this new year that we're in, this pagan new year. All right, so check it out. Also, this photo here, let you know, 30,000 people in Sweden already got this tech, so it's spreading.
Neuralink starts with a surgeon drilling a hole in your head about the size of a coin. Then a robotic arm carefully inserts the ultra-thin, flexible threads into your brain. These threads are finer than a strand of hair and are equipped with electrodes that directly interact with the cells in your brain. This implant is capable of interpreting your thoughts and applying them to real-life actions.
This is insane. Listen to what they say about Neuralink.
For people who don't know, what's Neuralink?
Neuralink is that chip that they're going to put in everybody's brain. The premise right now is to paralyze people moving again and help the blind see. And that's all great. When I found out it was going to help the blind see, I was like, wait a second. So if you put this chip in your head and they can help the blind see, then wouldn't they also be able to project an entire false reality in your mind? And I interviewed Andrew Huberman about it, Ben Carson about it, pretty much came to the same conclusion. And not only would they be able to manipulate vision, there would also be emotion, touch, smell, taste, everything. There you go right there. We're on the cusp of a total false reality. You getting one?
Am I getting one? I don't even like electricity.
And if you don't, then you'll fall behind. And
I can't wait.
I've been fascinated with that subject. I would love to interview somebody on it that is on the inside over there.
No, thank you. Share this with a friend.
Can you show us that as a demonstration of what you can now do?
Here we go. This is the Link app. This is how I control everything. This is the app that they've uploaded onto my computer that lets me control the cursor. This is my devotional that I've been reading all the time, every day. And then this is me playing chess.
So wait a minute. You're moving the cursor. You're moving the cursor, Nolan, just by thinking about where you want it to go, or is it your eyes?
No, it's just me thinking about wherever I want it to go.
Oh, man. So yeah, you're not even tracing it with your eyes. You're just looking at it.
Nope, I can move it, and I can move the cursor around, whatever I would like to do. I don't have to be staring at it at all. I mean, it's amazing. There's not even words to describe. Yeah, there's not even words to describe how amazing this tech is.
This is I just left Whole Foods, and you can now pay with your palm. This is literally just another way to get bioinformation. They want data on your genetics. Do not sign up for this. What makes it even worse is that you still have to put your card in. This is called predictive programming. Predictive programming is when they subtly introduce you to concepts to prepare you for future changes. Right now it's your palm and your credit card, but eventually it'll just be your palm with the chip inside, which they actually already have out now, which is going to become more popular. Check this out.
When Elias Brotberger goes to work, he doesn't need ID. And he doesn't need money. In fact, much of what he needs to get through the day is hidden right there, just below the surface, in his hand. Embedded in his hand is a microchip that serves as his keys, his ID, and his wallet. Popular TV shows like Black Mirror have imagined chips as part of a dystopian future. Install ingrained procedure with local anesthetic and you're good to go. Credit cards, which have made cash pretty much obsolete in Sweden. No cash. And in a matter of seconds, the chip is inserted. The transformation is complete.
Yo, comment RFID below and I'll DM you the information.
I just had an RFID chip implanted.
As one does.
As one does. If you can feel it right here, there's a little chip in there, but
Cool.
it's made by a company called Dangerous Things, which has got a great marketing, right?
Yeah.
But this is the more advanced one, so I put it in so I can open my Tesla with it and wave in front of the elevator.
Check out with Apple Pay.
Exactly. I want my, actually, I will not put my my crypto keys on this because then my hand is at risk.
Yes. And then how long will the batteries last?
It's not battery. It's near field. So basically, an electric current comes in.
Yeah.
activates circuit.
Okay, right. Yeah.
So anyway, that was fun. It was an hour.
What if you could pay for your shopping with just a wave of your hand? This RFID chip works just like a contactless card. It's implanted into your hand, and once it's there, you can pay for groceries, open doors, and even unlock your car.
Announced that Apple Watch is for us all. At least that's what RFK Jr. wants. Apple Watch is for us all. At least that's what RFK Jr. wants. Kennedy, who heads the Department of Health and Human Services, announced that he'll soon launch one of the largest ad campaigns ever to promote health wearables. He wants to see all Americans donning a wearable within the next 4 years. The current nominee for within the next 4 years. See all Americans donning a wearable within the next 4 years. The current nominee for U.S. Surgeon General is the co-founder of a company that provides continuous glucose monitors to customers. She's argued that these monitors can help improve people's metabolic health. It's true that wearables can provide vital information or alerts for early detection of some health problems, but it's not all clear that they can provide tangible health benefits. Plus, accuracy amongst wearables varies. There's also the issue of privacy. Privacy and labor rights advocates are concerned that without robust safeguards, the data collected by wearables could be compromised or used against consumers and workers. RFK Jr.'s plan is also controversial, given his unilateral firing of all 17 members of an advisory panel that helps guide vaccine policy in the US and replacing them all with appointees who have misrepresented vaccine science. There's nothing inherently wrong with wearables, but let's just say we're not too stoked to take any health recommendations from someone who is a vaccine skeptic.
We are in an era of... And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes. M.A.R.K, who stormed to victory. For too many years, it's been too easy for people to come here, slip into the shadow economy, and remain here illegally. Because, frankly, we've been squeamish about saying things that are clearly true. It's not just that it's not compassionate left-wing politics to rely on labour that exploits foreign workers and undercuts fair wages, but the simple fact that every nation needs to have control over its borders. We do need to know who is in our country.
Number 8, we will finally complete the biometric entry-exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately. For years, Congress has required biometric entry-exit visa tracking systems but it has never been completed. The politicians are all talk, no action, never happens, never happens. Hillary Clinton, all talk. Unfortunately, when there is action, it's always the wrong decision. Do you ever notice? In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. When there is action, it's always the wrong decision. Do you ever notice? In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it is action, it's always the wrong decision. Do you ever notice? In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system.
All right, so there you have the first set of videos. Okay, just to let you know how imminent and how very, very real this technology is about to be pushed and made mandatory. You seen what the leader of the UK, he got on that podium and he said it, mandatory digital IDs. All right. You see Robert Kennedy F. Jr.'s statements. Within 4 years, he wants wearables pushed. Okay, which is also goes into digital ID. And you see how it's going to be considered the most secure form of digital ID because it's inside people's bodies. That's going to be their justification on taking it, man. And like the man said in this video,
Not sign up for this. What makes it even worse is that you still have to put your card in. This is called predictive programming.
All right, it's predictive programming. So they come up with technologies to get you used to using your hand, accustomed to it, because they can't just come straight out with it, especially when you got prophets out there warning you about it. And when we speak about it, they think, oh, that's something too far off. It'll never happen. Okay, so what that creates, though, in the public mindset is expectation. If they see it, they know what it is. But if they can gradually get people used to going to get it and justify the need for it, such as need to control immigration, who's coming in and out, medical identification, okay, who's got the, Maxine Waters, who took the juice and who didn't because of the C-19 issue that came out, okay, and for financial reasons and financial security. It's all coming to play, man. So pretty soon you're going to see this tech be made mandatory, and this is the year, I believe, through the spirit, we're going to see a lot of advertisement on it, because that dude that we showed in the other clip, this cat right here at the bottom of the screen, he was the first with a publicly released public information of the first recipient of the Neuralink. That's just public. Best believe they've been already forcing it on people to use via human trafficking illegally for probably decades now to lead up to this point. But this is what they release, where it's going, to conditionally program the people. This guy's operated his entire laptop hands-free, just with his thoughts. No nothing, no mouse, no nothing, man. He's looking at the screen. He's able to communicate with the computer, to instantly move that cursor around, and he's playing chess on it. Okay, so Esau is about to be playing chess with you people, man. He's going to use people like this, to promote it, and people are going to flock to go get it. When they are coming out with video games such as Grand Theft Auto 6, okay, and you already got the metaverse, you got AI and virtual reality video games. This is going to fall right into their hands, and this is going to put a lot of people to voluntarily go take it, man, just for entertainment purposes only, to be able to play a video game and instantly download yourself into a digital universe. Imagine, instead of looking on the screen, like you're literally in the game. Like you're looking around, you can see all the buildings, you turn around, it's just like how you look out your eyes, you're in the Grand Theft Auto game. Okay, you're in the metaverse. And with the use of AI, the graphics is getting so out this world, is it's gonna be feeling like you're a regular person, like you just got out of bed, you're looking around. Everything's gonna be virtually so real. People are gonna be having sex in that game, so the porn industry is gonna definitely be sinking billions into it, which they got a lot of unlimited money because that shit's been free for a long time, and public for a long time. People pay a lot of money for, the sex industry, so just for that alone, people will be able to do that. The tech is so advanced too, like you can transfer your memories and your thoughts, your experiences. So people will have that for sale, you know. They will have an experience of going overseas, getting in the ocean and being in crystal clear waters, the feeling of your nerves and your senses of you physically being able to feel the sand and the hot sand on your feet and between your toes and the food you taste. They have used this technology to get access to your memories and can literally transfer that to somebody else, can go on that trip without physically doing it, but they physically did it because they could physically feel and taste everything of the trip. Even to include, getting full. Okay, having sex with a beautiful woman on the beach somewhere, that information will be for sale, and transferable, those memories, downloadable. Traveling to different places all over the world. Okay, being able to transfer thoughts, that's a real thing. They've actually done it. They did it with mice and things like that, man. Memories. Imagine they had this guy too before they made it into a chip that goes into the head. They had a device that you put on like headphones, but it just goes over one ear, and it has a microphone that goes down below your chin into your mouth, and something you wear, you hang on your ear. The dude was able to search the internet with his brainwaves, his thinking about it, without saying a word. Searched the internet, looked up Domino's, ordered the pizza, and paid for it, and had it delivered without lifting a finger. Okay, so this stuff like that goes into the scriptures we're going to read about is being deceived by the miracles. People are going to perceive stuff like that as a miracle. For someone being able, that was blind, able to be able to see again. The paralyzed being able to walk again. People are going to truly trust in this tech. And you're going to have more and more people every day speaking on this. Okay? Because you got the rich. Hey, they're going for this stuff, man. They follow the money and whatever the money does. So if money is going 100% digital, then all these wealthy and these elites, they're going 100% digital. They're going to go flock and get this shit, man. This is the future, man. And it's here right now. This is a prophecy that was written over 2,000 years ago, and we're about to grab it. All right, so we're going to find this prophecy in the book of Revelation, 13th chapter. And this is something amongst other groups that are not affiliated with Great Millstone that's very controversial because they want to feel comfortable in taking it because they don't have faith. So they've been teaching their members that what I'm explaining to you, that the RFID microchip, they're explaining to you that that's not considered the mark of the beast. However, this is undeniable proof and evidence just out the scriptures. We only need this chapter to really go into it and prove it. Okay? But we're going to get it. We're going to grab it here. Revelation 13. Okay? And we're going to start down here at verse 13. It says, "And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men." Okay, that goes into this devil's technology, his weapon technology. He makes fire come down from heaven via the missiles. Okay, weapons. Even concentrated missiles, or concentrated beams of light. They even got laser technology now that they use. Okay. It says, "And deceiveth them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles which he had the power to do in the sight of the beast." The beast represents the government system and this country in general. The nations ruled by Esau, Edom. That's a part of the beast. Okay? So, "Deceiveth them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles which he had the power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had a wound by a sword and did live." Okay? Anytime you make an image of something to something means you're worshiping and you're listening to it. And you're doing everything it says to do. Okay? And this is the Roman Empire had a wound by a sword, meaning the Roman Empire did fall, but it came back and it lived, and it's now living through America. This is the modern day beast. Okay, the great dragon. You know, the woman that sits on the whore, it represents and the whore that sits on the dragon represents America, man. Okay, so those miracles that people are being deceived by is all these abilities that this technology was going to unlock that we just seen in video and what I just explained to you. And you can look up all this information. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up. Everything I'm saying is true. Okay? It says, and he had the power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So many people that doesn't follow or worship this wicked kingdoms and nations, they're going to execute, orders to commit the death penalty on those individuals. These are the disciples and followers of Yahweh Shai. Anybody that doesn't listen, they're going to want to take them out. Okay? Verse 16, it says, and he causeth all. It's the prophecy we're entering into, the causeth all part. Okay? Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, why did I say charagma instead of the M.A.R.K? Because this part of the Bible was translated from the Greek. So when you get this word in the Greek, I'm going to show you what it means. Okay, so this is the Theological Dictionary of the New Testament, Volume 9, definition for charagma. In the Greek world, charagma is an engraved, etched, branded, or inscribed mark or sign. Closest to original sense is the earliest example where charagma denotes the bite of a snake. Okay, and you look up the bite of a snake's tooth has the exact same features as a hypodermic needle. All right, so it's talking about something that goes underneath the skin. Okay, to inscribe, to imperial stamp. Okay, representation of ownership of somebody or something. Now, also to take note, it says to receive it in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, and that's exactly where this device that they're going to be causing all to get is currently being placed at. This x-ray, you see the person got two of them. Got the left hand and the right. So it doesn't matter specifically if you get the left and, I don't have it because I got it in my left hand. No, it's still the same tech. Filthy animals. But hey, this tech they're gonna try to put in people's bodies, and this is what it looks like right here. This is the one for the hand. Now for the one that goes into the head, okay, that's another one. That's Neuralink basically. All right. So there you see it, right hand or their foreheads. Okay, and you've seen that in the Instagram click. You got people getting it into their heads now. All right, officially, publicly, legally, this has been FDA approved and now have active clinical human trials. I believe Elon Musk said there's like 30 people that got it right now. And that's just what they say publicly. Okay, so this tells you who they're going to try to get it, which means everybody. Nobody's exempt. Okay, and it says where they're going to place it. And this precept in verse 17 or 16 talks about how it's administered. So 16 talks about who gets it, how it's administered, where it's administered. Okay, hand in the head. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the charagma or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so buy or sell goes into its capabilities. So abilities to do miracles, buy or sell. Which device out here fits that description? Because you have other groups that will tell you that this isn't the mark of the beast, that the mark of the beast is actually the actions of sleeping with white women or the actions of committing sin. Committing all sins is considered having the MOTB. That's what other people are telling you. How does that fit? How does your committing of sins prevent you from buying or selling? How does your committing of sins allow you to have the ability to perform miracles? Okay, so the actions of committing sin itself All right, that's not what the definition the Bible is talking about. What the official MOTB, Mark of the Beast, is. All right, it's a specific device, a technology. It's telling you how it's administered and everything, man. Here's further. It says, "Here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for is the number of a man, and his number is 600 Okay, which in the Greek this translates to chi psi stigma. All right, for education, chi psi stigma means 666. Okay, and that word stigma goes into literally taking a pail or a spike and sticking it underneath somebody else's skin. Stigma. So here it is. Stigma, right? Now here's some other information. Another video I first came across today that takes the icing on the cake, man, to let you know that this is without a doubt, this technology is the mark of the you know what. Here it is right here, the definition of stigma. It says a stigma is a hole or mark pierced with a pointed instrument on the hands. Wow. Okay. So chi, abbreviation for Christ. Xi, abbreviation letter for axon, a beam from which someone is suspended, a cross. Okay, because why? Because they got Christianity as a public hold. They use that T for Tammuz, which represents that cross, to push that one world religion on everybody. Okay, which also Catholicism also founded the religion Muslim or Islam. So it's all part of this is the beast, man. The beast system bowing down to this image. This white dude on the cross, that's not even our Lord and Savior. That's a man named Cesare Borgia. He was a son of Pope Alexander VI, I believe. And they painted his son as an image of our Lord and Savior. But before, all the statues and images of him was a black man with an afro. So you see? So chi, psi, stigma. All right, 666. That's what 666 stands for. And check this out.
Right now, theory coming to light right now. Yeah. So Elon Musk yesterday, they just announced the first ever human to have a Neuralink implant. You hear about this? Oh, the chip? Yeah. So there's one successful Neuralink person in the world right now. Oh, happened yesterday. But check this out. Yeah. There's a crazy theory happening. They put Neuralink into a calculator. It's like a numerology calculator, and it comes out with a number with all the different letters. Now, check this out. This is Elon Musk on Twitter, and he pretty much said the first ever human got Neuralink, right? Okay. Now, somebody put Neuralink, the name, into a gematria calculator. It's like a Greek numerology calculator. Yeah. Puts it in, and guess what the number is? What, 7? No, 666. Oh, hell no. So people are saying... Yeah. Puts it in, and guess what the number is? What, 7? No, 666. Number is what, 7? No, 666. What, 7? No, 666. 7? No, 666. Oh, hell no. So people are saying that Neuralink, just like in the Bible, they say people will be implanted with the mark of the beast, which is 666. And since this is happening now, they say eventually a lot of people will be tempted to do it. Them getting that will be the mark of the beast.
I believe the Spirit are giving you enough undeniable, undoubtable proof of what this technology is through the scriptures. All right, because like, damn, man, like you can't get no more obvious than that. This is an article just to show you how fast shit is moving and how close we are, what time it is. This article is more than 11 months old, so almost a year ago, this was stated. This month, January 26, 2025, government UK app could lead to mandatory ID scheme, claim privacy groups. Check this out. From the BBC, September of last year, 2025. New digital ID will be mandatory to work in the UK. So we're here, man. We're here. We're just waiting for them to say, hey, look, this digital ID needs to go on the chip. That's all that's left. They're going to make more laws to make it mandatory based on immigration justification and medical justification for tracking pestilences. That's going to be their justification to making it mandatory to get, because they need to identify if you're allowed to be in this country is their excuse they're going to give. They don't need to have that. But they're going to that. Why? Because they want a one world government. They want world control, world domination. The beast is speaking, man. This is what the beast is calling for. The laws that's being pushed. So in less than a year, when they already warned you with another article, boom, they're beginning to make it mandatory. And best believe, we saw the video with Trump. He said during his administration they will finally complete a biometric entry exit visa tracking system.
We will finally complete the biometric entry exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately.
This was during his last term. So some people might have wrote off this, when we were prophesying, saying, hey, this guy's going to bring in that CHIP. He got out of office, so like, oh, well, it ain't going to come. We got more time now. No, nigga. No. This nigga's back in office now. Okay? And everything that he said he's going to do, or is at least attempting to do, he's done it. He's done it. You got the troops around the country been mobilized. He's deploying different National Guards in different states. Okay, that's all for the justification of border control, immigration. So if the UK, which basically is the father of the United States, they follow everything they do. All the money trends, America copies what's done in the UK. All the laws, it all gets copied. They both go hand in hand. They're of the same, man. So if the UK is going towards mandatory digital IDs, what the fuck you think this country is going towards? And Trump said, biometric. Biometric deals with something that deals with your body. And then you see what Robert Kennedy Jr. said. He wants the wearables. He's right on track with what Trump is getting ready to push out. This is the puppet they're using to bring this beast into fruition, man. And if you want to continue to follow idiots, false religions, false prophets, then you will be victim of this, man. And if you get it, there's no helping you. You're finished. Okay? Well, this is the book of Revelation, the 14th chapter, man. This is the direct warning, the last warning of the scriptures of this text, of not to go get it. Revelation 14:9 says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his charagma in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink the wine of wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So don't go get it, man. Verse 11 says, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Right? The smoke of your torment, your punishment from all the missiles hitting this place, and you getting burned up in it. All right? There's going to be smoke going to the sky from this continent for a very long time, forever and ever. All them oil fields and reserves and pipelines and everything that gets lit on fire, blown up, this place is going to become like an eternal flame, a desolate desert, man. And your torment is going to be a token of remembrance of what not to do. It's not worth it. A lot of people are going to take this charagma, man. Remember, charagma also definition means the bite of a snake. Look at the snake's tooth now. The snake's tooth in the right hand or in the forehead, right? Y'all are taking that venom. It's poison. It's poisonous to your salvation, man, and your health. Many people are going to be reported to have a great sore behind taking this tech in the hand, man. Looking up, just Googling this device, hey, this is certainly the bite of a snake, man. If you take it, that's on you. It's straight venom, straight poison, man. Look at this image here. Going into the hand. Don't take it, man. This is Esau Edom, the devil, the great serpent in the garden, is looking to bite you, man. So, hey, you got to keep watch and be cautious, man. Take heed to the warnings. We're telling you, hey, there's a snake in your path. You need to handle it accordingly. So, Lord's will, this lesson's edifying and the warning goes out. I'm going to go ahead and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, M.A.R.K. Double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, Tasha's truth and will well. And salutations to you. Hopefully that question is truth and all honesty and sincerity. Shalom.